No.
Microphone. You turn his microphone off. Turn the microphone off right there. Hey, easy.
Off.
Dance tunnel right there.
Now we back? Check. Check, check. Check, 1, 2.
Is that going to the out there?
Check, check. Check, check. 2, 2. Yeah.
I gotta be on both on this. Yeah.
commercial break, so they turn the camera on me.
All right.
Everybody can, like, go.
Welcome to the final table here at Thunder Valley as we play out the final 6 in the Ante Up World Championship. 6 players remaining. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out here. We will stream live here on the high stakes patio until we get down to a winner. This event is streamed live at thundervalleyresort.com on the Poker Room blog. We are going to start play, and then the stream will begin. Sean, you can go ahead and start. We are currently 12:24 are the blinds with 12, just under 13 minutes remaining at this level.
Miscatch your hand, you penalize.
And as we take a look here at the final table, starting in seat number 1, coming to us from Honolulu, Hawaii, this is Dewey Ho. Gave me a call a couple weeks before the event, says he's hopping on a plane and coming out. Appreciate Dewey making the flight to Thunder Valley from Honolulu, Hawaii, starting this final table with just over 1.5 million. To his left, seat number 2, that is Kerry Marshall, coming to us from Sun Valley, Nevada, starting this final table with just over 800,000. In seat number 3, that is Turbo. That's Fong Win from LA. You will hear us refer to him as Turbo throughout play, starting to play with 478,000. To his left is Jordan Beers, hailing from Martinez, California, starting to play with just over $1 million in chips. In seat number 5, that's Cy Williams from Davis, just down the road, starting here at the final table, 261,000. And in seat number 6, Justo Avalos from Elk Grove, California, starting this final table with just over 2.6 million in play. Comes to this final table as the chip leader and the champion of the 2014 event. Justo won this event 1 year ago out by the pool, taking home just over $90,000 with that win 1 year ago. Worked through the field, finds himself at another final table in the Ante Up World Championship event. So we are finishing up level number 24 of the event. Right now they are playing a 4,000 ante. Those blinds are 12,000, 24,000. It is a beautiful evening out here at the high stakes patio. If you live close and want to come join us, we will stream live until we have a winner. And if you are close, it's still happy hour. Happy hour here at Thunder Valley at the Steakhouse. 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. daily. All right, now we get to the action. We are on the flop. And that is Jordan. He's going to bet out 56,000. Action to Kerry. Kerry's going to call the 56,000. The board is the 5 of hearts, 6 of clubs, 7 of hearts, and the 9 of hearts. Jordan will now check here on the turn. $75,000 is the wager. The chips in play right now, those yellow chips, which will be removed shortly, those are $1,000 chips. The orange are 5,000 chips. Green, 25,000 chips. And those pink chips, 100,000. And that bet of 75,000 With that bet, Carey does pick up the pot.
And bringing you commentary from behind the curtain throughout the night. Dan Ross here from Hold'emRadio.com, the National Poker Radio Network. We'll be bringing you up-to-date information throughout the event, interviews with the players on breaks, and more.
And back to the action. Dewey will fold. Carey's going to make it 55,000. Over to Jordan on the button. He will fold. In the small blind, that is Cy. Cy has declared himself all in. Husto will fold. And we're back to Carey. Carey announces call. Carey shows pocket eights up against Cy with pocket queens. All right, Sean, let's see the flop. So we have an all in here. Cy Williams will flop a set. Go ahead, let's see the turn card. Cy flops a set of queens, and that'll be, we actually have the heart draw. Heart is alive. A heart on the river would get Carey the pot. Anything else? And Cy Williams doubles up. Cy did come to this final table as the short stack, 261,000. He makes his move early here in play and does double up.
Yeah, Cy is a golf coach here from Davis. Says he's been playing about 10 years here, and I think we got a little hint here. He says he learned how to play that from the best card players in the family, Austin and Hunter. He says they're champions in War and Uno, so hopefully the family's watching along here on the live stream, and it sounds like the kids taught Dad how to double up there. Cy, in 2013, Cy final tabled one of the 1500s at the World Series. Says that if he takes this down today, one of the things he has planned for that 78,000 is to buy a new car.
And just about 6 minutes now remaining at this level. Once again, we are finishing up level number 24. Play for this event did start back on Saturday. This was a one-flight main event. With doing a one-flight main, we're able to offer a structure that is very deep for a 1650 buy-in. This is day number 3 of the event, so we played about 13 hours on day 1, another 12 hours last night to get down to our final 6. And now we'll play here at this final table until we crown a new champion. Or in Husto's case, a repeat champion. All right, here we go. We're going to take 3 players to the flop. Flop is out. 5 of clubs, queen of clubs, 3 of hearts. And Husto will be first. He's going to check. Check over to Dewey. Dewey will check. Now in seat number 3, that is Turbo. Turbo's going to bet out. 90,000 is the wager. All right, Husto's going to go ahead and call the 90,000. Back over to Dewey now. Dewey is going to raise, making it 300,000. So Turbo made it 90,000 to go. Husto makes the call. Dewey comes over the top, making it 300,000 to go. All right, Turbo will lay that one down. Back over to Husto now. Got 90,000 in the pot. He has called the 300,000. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 7 of hearts. Our reigning champion, Husto Avalos, will check. Dewey bets out 600,000 here on the turn. And Husto will fold. Dewey picks up the pot.
We have 3.5 minutes left here in this level. Blinds of 12,000, 24,000, 4,000 ante.
What was it, 3 and a 4? Yeah, Annie.
And here we go, cards back in the air. The final 3 minutes here of level number 24. And Turbo is first, he will fold. Jordan follows suit, over to Cy. Now back to Dewey in the small blind. Dewey's going to call the big blind amount of 24,000. And Kerry will check. We're going to take 2 players to the flop. Flop is out. 10 of diamonds, 7 of diamonds, deuce of spades. And Dewey will be first. Kerry bets 56,000. Dewey makes that call of 56. Turn card is the Queen of Spades. Dewey will check. Kerry bets 100,000. That bet of 100,000 is good to win the pot.
We've got 1.5 minutes to go here in this level. Next lines will be 15,000, 30,000 with a 5,000 ante.
This was another wonderful series for the Ante Up Tour here at Thunder Valley. This championship series saw 20 events, saw amazing turnouts throughout. The 425 200K on the first weekend saw 994 entries. That same exact event will be back in mid-September when the Heartland Poker Tour makes their way out here to Thunder Valley. And Husto does make it 50,000. That raise of 50,000 will win him the blinds and those antes. And this will be the final hand at this level. This is the final seconds here of level number 24. Guys, John's going to buy your chips. You fold on the hands and come around buying them.
John's going to put me
During play. Yeah, going to buy during play when they fold.
Okay, we had talked a little bit about Cy there, who started the day 6th in chips. Starting the day 5th in chips, Fong, Turbo, Win. Poker pro out of LA. Been playing for 8 years. He says his job is for Turbo to run good in life and in poker. We asked him last night as he bagged up chips what his best poker accomplishment was. He said his best overall accomplishment was marrying Linda Tran. Couple has 2 girls, Jade, Lynn, and Teresa, and we can't forget the family dogs Lucky and Max. So he said if he wins tonight, he's going to put the money to use to do some charity work.
And Dewey makes it 60,000. Kerry's going to call the 60,000 there on the button. Back over to Turbo on the small blind. He will fold. All right, here we go. 2 players to the flop. And the flop is the 4 of diamonds, 10 of spades, and the queen of spades. Dewey will check. To carry now on the button, he will check. And the river card is the king of spades. Once again, Dewey will be first, he will check. $75,000 the bet. Dewey makes the call. Ace for the straight. Gary shows the ace of diamonds. That will make a straight. Dewey shows a 9. He had the king high straight. All right, guys, we're limit up. So we're now limit up. So right now we're doing a quick buy up here of these 1,000 chips. The yellow chips are now coming out of play. If you have less than 5, just have them laid out. Be ready for the race.
We talked a little bit about Psy and about Turbo over there. Starting the day 4th in chips, one of the most colorful characters you're going to find around a poker table. Kerry Marshall started the day 4th in chips, 805,000. He's already doubled up Psy here. And he says he's been playing poker so long he doesn't have a clue when he actually got going here. He is the former winner of the World Series of Poker Circuit main event Lake Tahoe. Also, a 71st place finish in the 2013 World Series of Poker main event. He does want to play more poker if he takes down this 78K title, but he says one of his best characteristics from playing poker is that he looks good when he walks away from a table. Yeah, we're back to the action and back over to Ben.
All right, and here we go. Cards in the air. Once again, the yellow 1,000 chips are now out of play. Remaining colors are the orange, which are 5,000, green 25,000, and those pink chips 100,000 in value.
Re-raise all in.
All right, and Turbo picks up the pot. We are outside here at the high stakes patio, Thunder Valley Casino Resort. I'd like to thank those of you watching us at home. This event is streaming live at thundervalleyresort.com on the Poker Room blog page. You can get to that on the homepage of Thunder Valley. Go to the bottom. You'll see the Poker Dude, as we call him. Click on him, take you right to the blog page. You can watch this event live. Also, we do have a link out on Twitter. On Twitter is a link also that'll take you directly to the stream.
Raise 60.
All right, on the button.
60.
Jordan, he makes it 75,000. And Jordan picks up the pot.
With 6.84 million in chips total in play here, 6 players playing, that makes the average stack about 1.14 million right now.
Good to be in the club.
And we go back to the action here. Kerry will be first.
Raise.
Kerry's going to make it 60,000 to go. And Quickly folded around to the small blind. Huso will fold. And now Dewey in the big blind. Dewey's going to make the call. We're going to take 2 players to the flop. Dewey checks. Carry bets 75,000. Dewey's going to raise, making it 225,000. And Carey will fold. Dewey's going to pick up the pot. So the series here for Ante Up's championship did start back here on July 27th. Main event started on Saturday, on August 8th. It's great to have Matt Savage back here at Thunder Valley to oversee the action here of the main event. Matt is off to Florida for the $5 million guarantee single entry event down at the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. And fold it back around to the blinds. Dewey will call the 30,000. Carey's going to check. We're taking 2 players to the flop. And that flop is out. Deuce of diamonds, 9 of hearts, 9 of spades. Both players check. Turn card is the 3 of spades. And that bet of 60,000 will win Dewey the pot.
Jump at it if it comes up.
It is a beautiful evening out here on the high stakes patio here at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Come out and watch the event live, and we are streaming online. This is the final table of the Ante Up Magazine World Championship event.
Raise.
And Cy is going to make a raise. Looks like 65,000. And no callers. Cy will pick up the blinds.
Starting today with $1,060,000 in chips. 3rd overall to start the day. Jordan Beers out of Martinez, California. Been playing poker for about 10 years. A Bay Area resident. Plays normally down at the Oaks Card Club in Emeryville. Listed on here. Jordan's engaged. We give a shout out to his fiancee, Stacy Tomita. Says, as most everyone does, his plan is going to play a little more poker if he takes this down tonight.
All right, folding around to the button. Now up to Carey.
Raise.
And that raise by Carey will win him the pot. So right now with 6 players remaining, next out of this event, we'll take home $15,820. Working our way towards the top prize this evening. Winner in this event will take home $78,860. Once again, this was a 1-flight main, 1 re-entry allowed, $16.50 buy-in. We started our blinds at level number 9 in this one.
Raise.
Event allowed for a lot of play in day 1. As we brought back just over 55 players there for day 2.
Re-raise.
All right. So we have Dewey making it 65,000. Carey has come over the top, making it 155,000. Dewey makes the call of 155. Here we go to the flop. That flop is the Jack of Diamonds, Queen of Clubs, King of Hearts. And Kerry will bet 200,000. Turn card is the King of Clubs. Dewey will call. And the river card, Ace of Hearts. Ace of Hearts there on the river. Dewey has checked. And Kerry checks. Dewey shows 2 pair, and Kerry shows the 10 for the straight.
As we work our way around the table, starting the night second in chips, 1.558 million. Honolulu, Hawaii poker pro Dewey Ho. He's been playing professionally for about 5 years, a 5th and a 6th place over the past couple years in World Series of Poker events taking place. Also the 2013 Macau 6-Max champion. And I think we need to hold him to this, folks. Dewey says if he wins tonight, okay, he is married, he's got 3 kids. He says part of the winnings is going to a new Mercedes for the wife. So he takes it down, let's hold him to that.
And Kerry will make it 65,000. Now up to Turbo. Turbo will fold. And Jordan makes it 150,000 on the button. Cy folds, Husto folds. Back over to Kerry now. Kerry makes the call. Flop is out. It's the 9 of diamonds, Jack of hearts, 6 of hearts. Kerry will be first. Kerry will check over to Jordan. Jordan bets out 175,000. Kerry calls the 175. Turn card, 4 of spades. Kerry checks. Jordan checks. River card, 3 of spades. Kerry bets 200,000. Jordan quickly makes the call. Jacks. Kerry shows jacks. Jacks are good for the pot. Are playing our levels here right now here at the final table. We are in level number 25 of the event. Took us just about 26 hours of play to get here down to the final 6. 13 hours on day 1, another 12 hours yesterday. These players work through a field of 228 entries in the single flight main event, the Ante Up World Championship. And Kerry makes it 65,000. Husto will fold. Dewey's going to make the call of 65. We're going to take 2 players to the flop. 6 of diamonds, jack of spades, deuce of spades. Dewey will check. Both players check. Turn card is the jack of diamonds. Dewey bets 100,000. Gary calls 100,000. River card is the deuce of hearts. Dewey bet 200,000 here on the river. Kerry makes the call of 200,000. Dewey shows an ace, giving him jacks and deuces with the ace. Kerry, same hand. They will chop the pot.
And as we wrap up the player introductions in the 6th seat, your defending champion in the Ante Up World Championships from Elk Grove, Justo Avalos. Started tonight as your chip leader, 2.685 million in play. Married with 3 children. Justo's been playing for about 4 years. The wife and family were here to watch him last year as we sat poolside here at Thunder Valley as he took it down, and he debated about jumping into the pool to collect his winnings this year. He's threatened to do it this year if he takes it down. The wife, the family, they haven't decided what they're going to do yet. Should he add 78,000 to his poker winnings? And 15 minutes have gone by here in the level. We have 45 minutes left. Level 25. Playing blinds of 1530 with a 5,000 ante.
So we have Cy making it at 70,000. Dewey coming over the top, making it 185,000. Make that 190. Wow, now we're up to 430,000. So Cy will now fold, our original raiser. Over to Dewey. Dewey will fold. And Kerry picks up the pot.
So apparently to start day 2, the 1 table was definitely your lucky table here. As in the 7 seat to start Sunday, Jordan was sitting with 241,000 in chips. Just to his left, Kerry was in the 8 seat with 131,000 in chips. Justo was to Kerry's seat in the 9 seat, 211,000 in chips. So that murderer's row started the date. There are 53 players remaining. They were sitting side by side by side. And I played it all the way down to the final 6 here. Cy started the day over at table 2. He started with 125,000 in chips. Turbo was over at table 5, right in the middle of the table. He also had 125,000 in chips. Dewey started the day, the last seat, last table, with 165,000.
And on the button, Dewey's going to make it 65,000. Back to Turbo now in the big blind. Last player standing.
Oops.
Turbo makes the call of 65,000. Here we go to the flop. 5 of clubs, 3 of hearts, and the 4 of hearts. Turbo will check. And Dewey checks. Turn card is the 5 of hearts. Turbo will bet out. He's going to go all in. And Dewey folds. Turbo picks up the pot.
Dewey had a heck of a start to day 2. As we were getting underway, he was in a hand with one of the regulars here at Thunder Valley Poker Room, Sean Roberts. And Dewey had pocket queens, flopped a queen on a queen 9 board. It ran out deuce, deuce. He saw Sean shove into him because Sean was holding 9 deuce for deuces full. The deuce on the river, however, gave Dewey queens full, and he had a full double up on the very first hand of day 2 and shot to the top of the leaderboard right away.
Sometimes it's good to be nice.
For Sean, however, there's nothing quite like drawing dead and getting there.
And here we go, back to the action. Justo will be first. He will fold. Folding around to the dealer button now. That's Turbo. Turbo will fold on the button. Battle of the blinds now. Jordan in the small blind has announced raise. He will make it 75,000. And Cy will call the 75. We're going to take 2 players to the flop. King of clubs, King of hearts, and the 10 of clubs. Jordan checks. And Cy bets 105,000 and wins the pot.
Make it sound cooler when it went all out.
There you go, yeah.
27 players made the money here in the Ante Up World Championships main event. We'll give a shout out to some of those players who cashed 19th to 27th place. 25 to 27, all earning $2,782. That included Ann Bowie, Dave Plaskett, and Toko Liu. 22nd to 24th, Ben Barad, Aaron Iqbal, and Conrad Kujay. 19th to 21st included Bill Louie, and sitting here in the audience today, one of the 2015 Ante Up Poker Tour champions from Florida, Heather Reese. And the payouts here from 11th to 18th place. We look down this. The players finishing 16th to 18th, all earning $4,022, included Catherine Tran, Sacramento's George Sacca, who we always see running deep in tournaments here, and one of the players who final tabled the 425 deep stack, Sok Chan out of Sacramento. 15th was the defending Ante Up NorCal Classic champion, Michael Lonkar. Ante Up will be back here Thanksgiving weekend, and Michael will be defending his title. Ian Bay was 13th. Jeff Wakamiya picked up 14th there. They all earned $4,726.
Back now to the blinds. Justo in the small blind. He's going to make it 65,000. Dewey will call the 65. We're going to see a flop. That flop is the 3 of hearts, deuce of clubs, 4 of clubs. And Justo bets out 55,000.
180.
Dewey makes it 180,000.
And as we're looking across the list of the payouts there, we also see at the top, Rich Orchid, 12th place out of Chico. He picked up 57.65, as did your day 2 chip leader, Tony Bracey. He was the unofficial final table bubble. He cashed in 11th place. Out of West Sacramento, he also picked up 57.65.
Now back to the action. Turbo will be first. He will fold. Folding around to the button now. Justo makes it 60,000 to go. Dewey's going to fold in the small blind. And now it's up to Kerry. And Kerry calls the 60,000. Here we go to the flop. 8 of hearts, king of diamonds, and the 5 of spades. And Kerry checks. Justo bets out 125,000. And that bet will win him the pot.
And when we reached the unofficial final table, we were 10-handed for what seemed to be about 2 hours, as the players just kept shuffling chips around, trying to find who could make a move on whom. Hewley ended up in 10th place. He ran an ace-deuce into the ace-6 of Kerry Marshall. They both flopped a pair there. Kerry was better, and that helped turn Kerry around and propel him here to the final table.
That's amazing. That's the first one. It just kicked up like 2 minutes ago. Raise.
And on the button, Dewey makes it 65,000. Right now we are playing a 5,000 ante, 15,000, 30,000 are the blinds. Dewey Ho, coming to us from Honolulu, Hawaii, makes it 65,000 to go. Kerry makes the call, and Turbo makes the call. 3 players here to the flop. King of spades, king of clubs, 9 of hearts. Kerry will check. Turbo checks. Back over to Dewey now. He will bet 100,000. Kerry calls the 100,000. And Turbo will fold. Here we go to the turn. Heads up action. 6 of hearts. Kerry bets 200. And Dewey calls the 200,000. River card, Queen of Spades. And Kerry picks up the pot.
And we mentioned we had Heather Reese here in the audience, one of the 2015 Ante-Up Poker Tour champs. We also see sitting with her over there, Christy Camizo, one of the other 2015 Ante-Up Poker Tour champs. And if they're agreeable to it, when the players go on a break here, We're going to have them come join us on air and get to talk about what it's like to be an Ante-Up Poker Tour champion. Both players here having made the trip from Florida, having won their seats cross-country here for the event. Also had a deep run from one of the local players, Tona Katkoi, who won his seat from the 101 Casino in Petaluma, California, down in California's wine country.
And back to the action. Dewey makes it 65,000.
All in.
Turbo has declared himself all in. And that wager of 305,000 wins him the pot.
And a warning. Sorry. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, there's no warning. Yeah. Please see.
5 apiece, please.
A little bit of wind out here at the final table. Adds to the excitement.
Raise.
And Kerry makes it 65,000 to go. We are outside on the high stakes patio here at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. The weather just keeps getting better. Sun is tucked behind the hotel. Great setting to come out here and watch some final table action.
And not only watch the action, but be able to have dinner out here as well. We travel the country all year round broadcasting poker tournaments. High Stakes Steakhouse has to be absolutely one of the best restaurants inside any casino we go to all year round. So take advantage of it. Come out, watch the live action, enjoy a great meal.
And Kerry picks up the pot.
Gary claimed he was doing everybody's dirty work when we made the unofficial final table. Not only did he knock out Hugh Lee there in 10th, but he also got Yankee Koppel in 9th place. Yankee had moved all in with ace-5. Kerry made the call with queen-jack. There was a jack in the window. That move carried almost $1 million in chips. And he started asking other players, hey, come on, guys, help me out here. I'm doing all the work. You guys jump in and knock somebody else out for a change.
Did say we like it this way.
Raise.
And Kerry's going to make a raise, 65,000. Folded around now to the small blind. And that is our reigning champ, Justo Avalos. He is going to make a raise.
65.
165,000 is the total wager.
165 call.
And he'll call the 165. Here we go to the flop. Justo's going to bet out 135,000. Turret card is the 10 of spades. Justo will check.
Feel like I'm in the Bahamas high roller.
Yes. Gary bets out 300,000. And Husto will fold. Gary picks up the pot.
Yeah. Yankee took 9th place here, but he actually was a great story. We had 52 players start day 2. Yankee started the day 50th of the 52 players, only 35,000 in chips. He played it all the way into the money, all the way to the unofficial final table before Kerry knocked him out in 9th place. Kerry was asking for some help there to try and knock players out, get down to 6. Husto decided to jump in and help out there a little bit. When Gary Passark shoved with pocket queens, your chip leader woke up with aces. Gary went out in 8th place. Husto moved to almost 2.5 million in chips right then.
And we are back over to the button. That is Dewey. Dewey's going to make it 100,000. And now Gary. Sitting in the small blind.
Too cheap, you always call.
Gary will fold. Turbo shows an ace, and he will fold.
Just like an old man, you know? Call, I would have jammed.
So while it was Kerry and Husto doing some of the early lifting there to bring us close to the final table, it was Dewey who decided to make a race for it to on the final table bubble here. Gabriel Lopez had moved all in with 9s. Dewey took a shot with ace queen. There was a queen in the window. That brought day 2 to an end. Sent us to our final 6 players here and chipped Dewey up to start the day with 1.5 million in chips.
I'm a legend.
All right, and quickly folding around to the button. Back to Cy. Cy will make it 70,000.
Gary will. Size out.
Cy has folded. Gary's going to make it 70.
Lazy enough for both of them.
Good point. And all in? Not even the hand I get abused by you.
And Jordan in the big blind has re-raised, declaring himself all in.
Oh.
He is all in for 245,000.
I walked right into that one today.
Kerry makes the call, showing Jack of spades and the 5 of diamonds, and Jordan with pocket aces. Sean, let's see the flop.
I've been 40
So Jordan Beers is all in with aces. Flop comes out 5, 6, 3. Kerry does pick up a pair of 5s. He is now live against the aces. All right, Sean, let's see the turn card. Turn card is a 4. So as we look to the river, a 7 is a chop card, 5 or a jack, or a deuce. We can go either way on that straight. Jack or a 5. Kerry can win the pot, and Jordan has the rest of the deck. Sean, let's see the river card. It is the 9 of spades. And Jordan will double up.
Give me some change. Yeah. Good hand.
Ah, I should have jammed with my 7-8. Wish I had it in me.
You're playing way
done.
too tight.
He's done. It's all downhill from here, Kay. Downhill. Fun playing with you. I'm shoving Jack 6 into you. Wow, I'm laying down all these hands with these kind of hands, huh?
That's the first time I played a shitty hand.
First time you got caught
That I
playing.
got caught with.
I lay down aces on you, man.
Wow.
Just over 20 minutes now remaining here in level number 25 of the event. Right now we are playing an ante of 5,000, blinds 15,000, 30,000. And Justo is first. He's going to make it 60,000 to go. Kerry will make the call. And we'll have heads up action here on the flop. Oof. Did you lose one? Did you lose one? Justo will check. Kerry bets out 65,000. And Kerry picks up another pot.
Want to give a shout out to those who are following along on our live stream here at the Thunder Valley blog. You can find that at pokerroom.thundervalleyresort.com, or you follow along on YouTube. We see Peter Wynn and Mikey Cowan following along, participating in the chat over there on the YouTube feed, getting a number of people sending us comments via Twitter. If you have comments or questions for Ben, for myself, you want to give a shout out to the players, send it to our Twitter feed at TV Poker Room.
Raise. 70 now. 70 now with a call.
Okay. And we're back to the blinds. Cy will make it 70,000. Justo makes the call. So we're going to take two players to the flop. King of Hearts, 10 of diamonds, clubs. And Cy Williams from Davis will be first. He will bet 75,000. And that wager will win him the pot.
Give a bit of shout out to those who we're getting comments from via the Twitter feed. We see we've got Matt Botoff here, playing for Team TV Poker, following along in the action. See Ed Custer there. Rude Agbegay came down with his brother Duke, played a handful of the tournaments here earlier in the week.
And Turbo will make a raise. 80,000. Turbo makes it 80,000 to go. Justo will call the 80,000. What did Dewey do? And Dewey will fold. We'll take two players to the flop. Both players check that flop of 10 of clubs, queen of diamonds, 6 of spades, turn card 10 of diamonds. Justo bets out 100,000, and he will pick up the pot.
So we talked about Dewey there knocking Gabriel Lopez out on the final table bubble. Gabriel earned 13,138 for that. The payouts for tonight. Sixth place is going to earn 15,820. Fifth place is 19,774. 26,344 for fourth place. Just shy of 36,000 for third. 55,335 for your runner-up tonight. And the 2015 Ante Up World Champion will go home with $78,860.
Right now the action is on Jordan Beers. Jordan will make it 90,000. Justo makes it 225,000. Back over to Kerry in the big blind. He will fold. And now it's up to Jordan. Jordan will call the 225. Here we go. Two players to the flop. 6 of spades, 5 of diamonds, 3 of hearts. And Jordan has shoved all of his chips into the pot, declaring himself all in. 275,000. Justo makes the call. Jordan shows pocket jacks. Justo, ace jack. For Jordan, he's looking out for the ace. All right, Sean, let's see the turn card. Turn card is a 10. No help for either player. As we look into the river, Jordan has the deck. Justo needs an ace. It is the queen of clubs. And Jordan with one of the shorter stacks knows he needed to make a move. Got pocket jacks. Got his chips all in, and he has doubled up here at the final table.
3 all in so far. The short stacks made it through all 3 times. All right, we got to give a shout out here for the team that puts together the live stream here at Thunder Valley. We're seeing one of the comments come through via Twitter saying the Ante Up live stream's the best I've seen. Great camera, great audio, surpasses any other poker live streams that we watch.
Not a good looking 6 though. They can't control.
And Dan is absolutely right. We have a great AV team here at Thunder Valley. Worked very hard to get this set for tonight's live stream. Great to be out here, soon to be under the stars, here at the High Stakes Patio. High Stakes Steakhouse here at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. So Kerry's calls are here in the small blind. Turbo has gone all in. 270,000 is that all-in wager. Kerry will fold. Turbo picks up the pot.
And for the people following along on the live stream here, seeing the chips that we have in play, that's an orange 5,000 chip. The green chips you see are 25,000. And colorblind me from a little ways away, I think that's a pink 100,000 chip.
Justo makes it 60,000 to go. Back over to the button. Kerry will call the 60. Both blinds fold. We're going to take 2 players to the flop. That flop is out. Jack of clubs, 7 of hearts, 9 of clubs. Justo will be first. He will check. Kerry will check. Turn card, queen of spades. Justo checks the turn. Kerry bets out 75,000. Justo makes it 175,000 now. And Kerry will fold to that raise. Justo picks up the pot.
12 minutes to go here in level 25. The blinds 15,000, 30,000 with a 5,000 ante. After this, the players will be playing at 20,000, 40,000. The ante stays at 5.
So right now, just about an hour into play here at the final table. We have seen some all-ins. They have doubled up. Earlier, we have seen Kerry in seat number 2 accumulate quite a bit of chips here
And then you show me Jack 8. I want to.
early in play here at the final table. Right now, we folded back around to the button. That's Turbo, making the trip from LA to come up here and play in the event.
All in.
And he has declared himself all in. Jordan on the button will, or in the small blind will fold, and Cy in the big blind will also fold.
Once again, coming to you from the outdoor patio at High Stakes Steakhouse, one of the best casino restaurants across the country. And we see 2 of the Ante Up Poker Tour champions taking advantage of this. Christy Camizo, Heather Reese, who both won their seats, both came from Florida. They're out not only watching but enjoying a meal here out on the patio tonight. Come on out and join us. We're six-handed. It's a gorgeous evening out here. Enjoy the play. Enjoy the food.
10 minutes is your dinner break, Harry. 2 hours.
You know, we have old people here, we have blinders. You ought to have a little respect for your elders.
Yeah, well, the elders just abused all of us.
That's why I got to be. I get more excited when I abuse you.
And we are folding around now to the blinds. Cy in the small blind declares himself all in. Justo folds. Cy will pick up the big blind and those antes.
It's so weird to me. I ate here 3 nights in a row and never had a problem with the phone. I was sitting there.
And back to the action, folding around to the button. Back to Cy now. Cy will fold. Justo in the small blind. He's going to call. Dewey says check. Here we go to the flop. 3 of diamonds, 8 of clubs, and the deuce of diamonds. Both players check. Turn card. Queen, make that the jack of hearts. Justo bets and wins the pot. Well, we could not ask for better weather to watch the Ante Up World Championship final table. It is a beautiful evening here in Lincoln, California, as we play the final table of the Ante Up World Championship. And Turbo will be first. He's going to raise 80,000. And no one's interested in calling. You just show Ace King, Ace of Hearts, and the King of Diamonds.
I'd be nervous if I called you a pocket king.
We have 8 minutes to go here in the level. Shout out via Twitter to Sean Yu following along on the Twitter feed. He says, good quality cameras commentating, nicely done. Oh, we appreciate the comments. We appreciate people following along. And once again, if you are watching our feed here, either via YouTube or at pokerroom.thundervalleyresort.com, send your questions, your comments, a shout out to the players over to our Twitter feed at TV Poker Room.
And fold it around to the small blind. Kerry will call the 30,000. Turbo will check. The flop is 9 of spades, 9 of diamonds, and the King of Hearts. Both players check. Turn card is the deuce of spades. Turbo bets 45,000. Kerry makes the call. And the river card, 4 of clubs. Turbo shows 9s and 4s. That is good for the pot.
And from behind the banners here, a little bit of a shout out to who's out in front of the cameras. The Director of Poker Operations, this is Ben Irwin on the mic. And dealing right now, Tournament Director, that's Sean Hegstrom.
And we are now nearing the final minutes here of level number 25. Cy will be first. He's going to fold. Over to Justo. Justo makes it 60,000. And Dewey will make it 200,000 to go. Both of the blinds will fold. Justo will also fold. Dewey wins the pot. Yep. And Dewey shows the ace of hearts and the queen of clubs.
Hey, Kerry, who said you could walk away from the table?
I don't need your permission on that.
Well, you passed 80, you do whatever you want. Nobody can do it.
Oh, even the table's giving you some
Wants to be back there. They won't let me go to the bathroom.
Even the table's giving a shout out to the old men here, Kerry.
Once you get over 80, you do whatever you want. Nobody's going to do anything.
Yeah, you're getting real carried away.
All right, 78.
And folded around to Kerry.
It's surprisingly bad.
Kerry makes it 70,000 to go.
All in.
Turbo has declared himself all in. Both of the blinds will fold. Now it's up to Kerry.
Give me a count.
Count has been requested.
Three, 4, 15.
415,000.
515.
515,000 is the all-in bet.
Been playing so characteristically tight. If you're playing your normal game, I would snap while you were
Normal game? What's my normal game?
playing a little looser.
Well, we're racing for sure. I don't have to. I don't have to
Kerry shows pocket deuces and folds the hand.
I don't want to race you right now with deuces.
You're way behind, sir.
You had 300,000, baby.
If I knew you were that bad in shape, I would just.
Kerry said that all in. Just a couple 100,000 too much
Good.
for him to call there with deuces. So Turbo's all in there. He'll pick up the blinds
Because he forgot how to play post flop.
and those antes.
This is
Yeah.
new.
I have a great stack to play post flop. Right?
Yeah, you do. You got plenty of chips there.
Give me one double up. I'll play post flop with you every hand.
I know. That's why I'm not going to jump you. And I'll be happy to get heads up.
All right, we have quickly folded around to the button. Jordan makes it 75,000. Oh boy. Three minutes, guys. 3 minutes of this last time. And Justo will call the 75. 2 players to the flop. Flop is the deuce of spades, 5 of diamonds, and the 3 of diamonds. And they check again. River card out. It is the queen of clubs. Both players check. Jordan shows aces. One pair of aces will be good to win the pot.
Two and a half minutes to go in the level.
All right, now it's up to Turbo. Turbo's going to make it 60,000. Fold it around to the big blind. That's Dewey. Dewey 30,000 up in the big blind. He will also fold. Turbo picks up the pot.
I got you. You don't have to think.
This is the final minute and a half remaining here in this level.
90 seconds.
And a couple shout outs from Twitter. Sean Yu is saying, come on, Turbo, represent SoCal, buddy. And Ed Miller, who was runner-up in 2013 January HPT here, says, good luck to Justo, Kerry. And Kerry, you'll appreciate this. He gives a cheap shot here and says, great job to Dan, the man with a face for radio.
And we're folded over to Cy now.
1 minute to go in the level.
Cy will fold up to Justo now. Justo folds. And Dewey picks up the pot.
You played the hand perfect.
Final minute now here. Level number 25 of the event. So the final hand, likely that we'll play with a 5,000 ante, 15,000, 30,000 blinds. When we do go limit up, it will be 5,000 ante, 20,000, 40,000. Jordan makes it 75,000. Folded around to Turbo in the big blind. Turbo takes a look at the stack. And this will be the final hand at this level. Turbo has raised. Jordan will fold. Turbo picks up the final hand in level number 25. And we are limit up. Level number 26. And he's still 5,000. 20,000, 40,000.
Once again, 6.84 million in chips total in play. That makes your average stack 1.14 million.
And Cy Williams from Davis, California has declared himself all in. And that all in looked to be just around 250,000. No callers. And Cy.
Once again, there's a chat room over on the YouTube channel for Thunder Valley. People making comments there and following along as well. Comments here to us via Twitter at TV Poker Room. We see the Zardog himself, Greg White. And a shout out to Justo and Turbo there. And Justo for the win, Turbo for second.
I'll take it right now.
Dewey makes it.
You take first.
And Turbo's game for that.
Okay, 80,000. Makes the min raise, making it 80,000. All right. Cy is going to call 80,000. We're going to go to the flop. 4 of spades, the ace of clubs, and the 4 of diamonds. Both players check. Turn card. 8 of hearts. Cy will check. Dewey bets 80,000 and picks up the pot.
280.
280 for Cy.
Yeah,
1, 1, 2. 1, 290.
exactly 800 for me. 800 exactly.
Thank you. And fold it around to Carrie. Carrie will fold. Turbo will fold.
2.4.
Up to the blinds now. All in. Cy has declared himself all in. And Husto will fold. Cy picks up the pot.
Do all the work myself.
What's your chip count? Chip count.
See how they're gonna be. So far I'm 0 for 2 trying to do all the work.
350 actually. 949. And little blind. No. 946. 946. Thank you. 130. Oh, it's not a million. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Take it easy. 1.1. 1.1. Oh,
All right, for those of you watching online
sorry, Dewey.
and here in our audience, Dan is going to have chip counts,
Sorry.
updated chip counts for us shortly. We are still six-handed here at the final table. Started just about an hour and 20 minutes ago. I've had quite a bit of action. Still 6 players remain here at the final table. And we're going to take 2 players to the flop. Dewey will check. That flop is 6 of diamonds, 9 of diamonds, 3 of spades. Both players check. Turn card is the Jack of clubs. Dewey checks. Carrie bets 200,000. We're going to get a call. River card is the 3 of hearts.
Call.
Dewey bets 250,000. Carrie makes the call of 250. And Carrie wins the pot.
And from a couple hands back, here's about where we stood as chip counts as we go around the table six-handed. Dewey in the 1 seed at about 950,000. Carrie's become your chip leader here at 2.45 million. The 3 seed. That's Turbo with 850,000. Jordan at 890,000 in the 4 seat. Cy at 350,000 in the 5 seat. And in the 6, we've got Husto at 1.29 million.
All in.
And we've got Cy declaring an all-in here. And we'll hand it back over to Ben.
Now up to Carrie here in the big blind. Last player standing.
Find out.
We're going to get an exact count here on this all-in. Somewhere over 300,000. 340,000, that all-in amount. Carrie has 40,000 up in the big blind. Carrie makes the call, calls the additional 300,000, shows king of diamonds, 7 of diamonds. Cy shows the ace of spades and the 10 of diamonds. All right, Sean, let's see the flop. Flop is out. Queen, 8-4. Ace high is still in the lead. Go ahead, Sean. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 3 of hearts. As we look to the river, Carrie is looking for a king or a 7 to eliminate Cy. All right, Sean, river card is the 4 of spades. Cy will double up. So I got his chips in with the best hand. King 10 versus, or Ace 10 versus King 7. And it does hold up. Neither player making a pair.
Okay, I know this is a nice setup and everything here at high stakes. I mean, it's gorgeous weather outside and everything. But that's 4 all-ins now. The short stack is covered all 4 times. Clearly, nobody wants to go home yet. Okay. But I just saw something flash across the screen here behind us that says on Tuesdays, the prime rib here is only $24.95. That's it. I'm staying an extra day. So you guys got to deal with me for one more day.
And we have had all of those short stacks double through so far here at the final table. That is Dan Ross with Hold'em Radio. Great to have him out here covering our social media for the Poker Room during the Ante Up World Championship Series.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, we've given the call a couple times here. Once again, if you are following along on the live stream here at pokerroom.thundervalleyresort.com, send out a shout out to the players. Send us a comment here for the commentary team. That is via our Twitter feed at TV Poker Room. And in a few minutes here, we're going to start to give a shout out to all of the players who won events here during the 20 event long Ante Up World Championships.
So Dewey makes it 100,000, and no callers. Dewey will pick up the pot. Right now, the ante is 5,000. Those blinds, 20,000 and 40,000. This is level number 26 of the event. If you're just joining us, this is the Ante Up World Championship here at Thunder Valley. Buying for this event, $1,650. We started back on Saturday. We're now playing here Monday night, our 6-handed final table. We will stream live until we crown a champion. Kerry makes it 85,000.
All in.
And Cy declares himself all in. And Kerry will fold.
As we said, this was a 20 event long Ante Up World Championship Series. It kicked off with a pair of $100 events. Event 1 was a $10,000 guarantee, $100 Facebook and Twitter kickoff. Roberto Ibarra took that down. A $25 bounty event was event 2. That went to Luke Williams. Event 3 was a $20K guarantee, 180 buy-in. Michael McMurray, your winner.
Feels good. Scary.
And Dewey makes it 90,000 now. Back over to Justo in the big blind. Justo calls the 90,000. Here we go to the flop. It is the 6 of hearts, Queen of diamonds, and the deuce of spades. Dewey bets out 100,000.
All in.
Justo has declared himself all in. And Justo still sitting there with a very good stack of those pink $100,000 chips. For Dewey, he knew if he made the call, that would be for all of his chips. He chooses to fold.
As we look across here, going across all the winners, Event 4, we had a dozen winners, and that's not because there was a chop. That was a $140 bankroll builder, where when it hit 12% of the field, it was $1,000 to every player, and it shut it down there. Omaha players had a chance with event 5. That was $180, 10,000 guaranteed. Jake Morgan took that down. And then event 6, the largest entry field ever for a poker tournament in Northern California. The 425 deep stack, 994 entries, and 60,000 to the winner, Sacramento's own Daryl Dyer. Lacey Smith took down event 7, which was the 150 with $50 bounties. The Andy only tournament, Gabriel Calderon, your winner. Six Max was a 180 buy-in with 10,000 guaranteed. Roger Bailey took that one down. Your escalator event, where the blinds went up, extended by 2 minutes every level that they went up. Jake Lynn took that down. The black chip bounty, Tammy Robinson, your winner of the 30K guarantee.
And on the button, Justo Avalos, our 2014 champion of this event, makes it 90,000 to go. Dewey will fold in the small blind, now carrying the big blind. Carey's going to come over the top, making it 340,000. These are the top 2 players in chips here at the final table. Justo will fold, and Carey picks up the pot. So Carey in seat number 2 started with just about 800,000, and he is now our chip leader here at the final table. He was 5th in chips out of 6 players, now sits here as our chip leader. Dewey on the button makes it 100,000 to go. No callers, he picks up the pot.
And via the live stream channel, Eric Estike. Eric's always playing tournaments here. He's just moved to Portland, but he's still following along on the live stream. He's giving a shout out to Turbo, calling Turbo for the win here. Continue to look back across winners of the 20 event series. The $150 horse, that was Mike Postle of Sacramento. And we hear that there's going to be a little bit of a fun heads-up match coming here soon. Mike won the $150 buy-in horse tournament. Sacramento's own Andrew Barber took down the World Series of Poker $10,000 buy-in horse tournament. Mike and Andrew are going to play a tournament heads-up horse, $500 from the loser to the winner's choice of charity. So the winner gets to pick the charity. The loser donates $500 in the name of the winner. Nat Tran took down the 25K guarantee, and our $365 heads-up tournament, 64 players. Joel Hoope was the winner there.
Dewey will make it 100,000 to go. Back over to Cy now in the big blind.
350. One, two, 350.
And Cy taking a look across. He will fold, and Dewey picks up the pot.
Continuing along with the last few events here in the 20 event series. Chet Perigo took down the 235 PLO. Ran a second $300 black chip bounty. And that was Sean Drake, who a year ago took third in the World Series of Poker Monster Stack for $600,000. He took down the black chip bounty. Andrew Sly Sylvester of Deej Poker, he took down the OFC Omaha. I'm sorry, OFC Pineapple.
And Turbo makes it 90,000 to go. No callers. He'll pick up the pot.
And via the chat room on our YouTube channel, people are asking what the payouts are. Sixth place here is $15,820. Fifth place is going to be $19,774. The fourth place person tonight picks up $26,344. We're just pennies shy of $36,000 for third place. Your runner-up tonight, $55,335, and your 2015 Ante Up World Champion will take home $78,860.
And back to the action on the button. Cy will make it 85,000. Who still folds in the small blind, and Dewey declares himself all in. Cy quickly announces call. Dewey shows the ace of diamonds and the six of spades. And Cy shows pocket queens. All right, Sean, let's see that flop, please. That flop is out. Deuce, 4, 5.
There's always a sweat.
For Dewey, does give him a couple extra cards to catch. A 3, he would make a straight. Looking for an ace or a 3. Cy has pocket queen still in the lead. Sean, let's see that turn card. Turn card is a 4, pairs the board. For Dewey, he's still drawing to those same two cards, a 3 or an ace on the river. Or Cy will win the hand. Sean, let's see the river card.
One dot.
River card is the queen of diamonds. Cy Williams makes queens full of force. Already in the lead there with queens. He fills up and he will eliminate Dewey Ho, our sixth place winner this evening. Dewey taking home just over 15,000 for his sixth place finisher at the Ante Up World Championship.
That's 15,820 for Honolulu's Dewey Hoy, your sixth place finisher tonight. Dewey Ho.
Yeah, I wish I had control of it.
Someday. I didn't have to look, I just listened.
After 4 all-ins were they covered. Now, starting your day as the short stack with just 261,000 in chips, Cy picks that up here to eliminate Dewey in sixth place. We are 5-handed now.
All yours. Thank you.
That folds all the way around. Did that really happen?
Yeah, they're afraid of me.
Kerry, did you just get a walk?
Oh, yeah. It'll happen many times.
Well, I don't know, Kerry. Old guys like you and I, we have trouble walking, so we'll take a walk when we can get one.
No kidding. Beats a walker.
And so once again, congratulations to Dewey Ho for his sixth place finish. First player eliminated here at this six-handed final table.
And some shout-outs via the Twitter out of here. Rude. Agbegay saying, nice run to Dewey Ho there. Matt Bodorf saying, nice run for Kerry. Impressive start now to the chip lead, despite the fact he's yet to win an all-in.
Oh, thanks a lot for bringing that one up.
But John Song wants to tell Kerry, come on, brother, quit being so passive.
And we are out here on the high stakes patio here, the high stakes steakhouse here at Thunder Valley, playing some high stakes poker as you are watching the final table of the Ante Up World Championship. Right now we are on the flop. Kerry had checked. Cy bets 100,000. Kerry says let's make it 250,000. And that raise to 250,000 will win him the pot.
36 minutes to go in the level.
All right, and here we go. Back to the action. Husto made it 80,000. Carey calls the 80,000 on the button. We're taking 2 players to the flop. Flop is the ace of clubs, jack of spades, 3 of hearts. Husto bets out 105,000. Carey folds, Husto picks up the pot. You are looking at the final 5 players remaining in the Ante Up World Championship. This event saw a draw from all over the country. Last player eliminated, Dewey, coming to us from Hawaii.
Me. Something I'm doing wrong. Yeah, 2 great trade-offs. Running bad today, huh? I can see when they're coming. I just do this. Me and Sean worked on his house earlier. Yeah, I know. The next one was another. Was it? I don't want to do you dirty. I just want to get mine over.
And Husto will fold. Our current chip leader, that's Carey Marshall. He will make it 85,000 now. Jordan in the small blind will call the 85. Now up to Cy. Cy is going to make a raise.
No more outplaying me after the flop, kid.
I see it.
Looked like about 390,000 was his total wager.
Thanks for calling the kids there.
Made me fold.
Cy was playing the short stack there for a while. Not anymore. Now with some chips in front of him, makes a raise there, a re-raise there, and takes down the pot.
Four betting next time.
Make me fold ace.
You might get a chance right now.
And Carey will be first. He'll make it 85,000. Next is Turbo. He has declared himself all in. Players quickly fold back around to Carey. And Carey will fold. Turbo shows the ace of spades and the queen of hearts. Wins the pot.
One double up, we can have a show.
And as the Twitterati pointed out, these players kind of took a little bit of time to
Come on. It's gonna be fun.
feel their way around here at the final table, but that all-in button, Sean's been throwing that out almost as fast as he's been raking in the antes here in the last half hour.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good for the stream. And you guys double me up once. Twice, you're gonna throw a party.
My big. Thanks. I was getting ready to raise my own blind.
Raise 80.
We got
All
2
right.
more events to give a shout out to. Last night we had a $100 buy-in with $25 bounties. There was an 8-way chop there with Steve Marion taking it down, and a shout out to the latest winner in the Western Senior Poker Series, Mike McGonigal.
Jordan makes it 80,000. He gets 2 callers. Husto calls in the small blind. Carey calls in the big blind. Flop is out. 3 of diamonds, 7 of hearts, and the 10 of hearts. All players check. Here comes the turn card. 10 of clubs. And Husto will be first. Husto bets out 105,000. Carey will make the call. Jordan will fold. Here we go. 2 players to the river. And that river card is the 7 of spades. Husto will bet 150,000. And Carey will fold. So the sun has set now here at High Stakes Steakhouse here at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. We are playing the final table of the Ante Up World Championship. Sit out here on the patio, have a glass of wine, have dinner, and watch some poker action here at Thunder Valley.
30 minutes to go in the level.
And Turbo gets a walk.
Sure, I had aces.
And here we go, cards back in the air. That will make Cy first. He will fold. Fold it around to the button now, that's Carey. And Carey makes it 110,000. Right now the blinds are 20,000, 40,000. That raise to 110 will win him the pot.
There's more than just poker action coming to you here from Thunder Valley in August. Check out the concerts and more taking place here. On the 15th, Funk Fest 2015 featuring George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic. August 21st and 22nd, back-to-back nights, it's comedian George Lopez. Coming out here on the 21st, Friday night, it's Boys to Men and Kenny Babyface Edmonds are going to be here on the 22nd. On the 29th, Three Doors Down with Oleander.
Now we're back to Turbo here on the button. He will fold.
Oh, you didn't know it was your blind? Ah! Messed up my whole thing. Ay, ay, ay.
Side checks. We're going to take two players to the flop.
I was gonna raise the button.
Cy and Husto both calling the 40,000. Flop is out. 7 of hearts, Queen of clubs, and the 3 of clubs.
I looked up and I saw it under the gun.
Cy bets out 60,000. Husto's going to make the call. Deuce of clubs on the turn.
We talked a little bit about the concert series. That's going to continue in September. Now here's a flashback for you going back to the 80s Rewind Fest 2015. Check out the list here. Bow Wow Wow, Dramarama, Psychedelic Furs, and a Flock of Seagulls. On September 5th, it continues on the 10th with ZZ Top. The 11th, Paul Rogers, and there's going to be a special guest appearing. And then, September 14th through the 28th, the HPT comes back to Thunder Valley. The concerts during that time are going to include Heart, Michael McDonald, and Chicago.
And Carey makes it 105,000. That bet of 105,000 will win him the pot. Right now we're about halfway through level number 26. 30 minutes now remaining. Been in action here at the final now. Final table just under 2 hours. For these players, it took them 25 hours of play to find their way here to the final table. Tack on 2 more hours this evening. 27 hours now to get down to the final 5 players remaining in the Ante-Up World Championship event. And Turbo makes a raise, wins the pot.
We had just mentioned that the 14th through the 28th will be the Heartland Poker Tour returning here to Thunder Valley. Event 1 is going to be a 4-flight entry, the $425 deep stack event. Last time that took place was last weekend here, 994 entries. That final table, we'll be doing like we do now. We're going to live stream that final table from inside the poker room.
We sure will. In September, we'll be live streaming that final table, that 425 event. Did see a record turnout for any event held here at Thunder Valley, 994 entries. Prior record 1 year ago, 929 entries in that same 425. And Carey and Husto quickly fold over to the dealer button. That is our chip leader, Carey Marshall. He will fold. Turbo in the small blind will fold. And Jordan gets a walk.
So time to mark your calendars now. You're following along here. The 14th to the 28th of September, HPT returns. The first few days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the 14th through the 16th, satellites to get you ready for the events. Thursday, event 1A, the 425 deep stack. Days 1B and 1C are on Friday, 1D on Saturday. Final table all the way down to the live stream on Sunday the 20th. 425 buy-in. We might see 1,000 entries.
All right, now it's up to Carey. Carey makes it 110,000. Now up to Jordan here in the small blind. He will fold. And in the big blind, Cy Williams will also fold. Carey picks up the pot.
The rest of that HPT series, event 2, is going to be on Sunday the 20th, a 150 bounty, $50 bounties, 10,000 guarantee. On Monday the 21st, a 175 survivor, 10% of the field wins $1,500. The evening event, a 235 hold'em with a 25K guarantee.
And first act is Carey. He'll make it 110,000.
All in.
Turbo has declared himself all in.
Call.
Folded around to Carey, quickly announces call, shows ace king, ace of diamonds, king of spades. For Turbo, he shows pocket queens. All right, Sean, let's see the flop. Ace king versus pocket queens. Flop is out. 3 of spades, 6 of hearts, 5 of clubs. Queens are in the lead. Carey does have 2 overs as we go to the turn. Turn card is the 8 of clubs. No help for either player as we look to the river. For Carey, it's an ace or a king. Otherwise, Turbo will double up. Sean, let's see the river. River card is a 4. 1 pair of queens. For Turbo, he's going to double up against our chip leader. Getting a count on his chips right now. Looks like he's going to be just under $1 million. 875,000 is the count there on Turbo.
I got lucky you got a hand. Because if
Always have a
he
hand.
folds, I'm shipping. Yeah.
Always have a hand.
And I would have had ace jack versus ace king. No more aces.
Ooh, thank you. Why you guys tell me early so I don't have to sweat this hard?
Yeah, no aces.
We don't want to make him
No,
feel
but
bad.
once you guys say something, it's gonna hit though. Thank you.
I
for making
I want you to keep the
Very
hops.
good. That didn't bother me that much, but it bothers some people. I understand.
But I didn't want to say, oh, you know.
I kind of dodged the bullet.
That all in there brought a shift in the chips and brought Kerry and Turbo just about even in chips.
I'm 0 for 4 and calling all ins. Thank you
0
very
for 4 for calling all ins, and you still hold the chip lead.
much. I don't think so. Close.
Raise. Close.
Now it's gonna be turbo on this table, huh?
No, no.
Turbo table.
The raise.
So Turbo has made it 90,000. Back to Justo here in the small blind.
Re-raise.
Re-raise, 250,000 now. Kerry calls the 250,000. Turbo folds. Here we go to the flop. Flop is out. Deuce of clubs, 8 of clubs, queen of spades. And Justo will check. And Kerry will check. Turn card, 7 of diamonds. Justo does bet out 210,000 here on the turn.
All in.
Kerry made a raise. Justo has now come over the top, declaring himself all in.
Wow.
And Kerry's going to make the call. These are 2 of the top 3 in chips here at the final table. We do
Whoa.
have set over set. Justo flopping a set of 8s. That turn card is a 7, which gives Kerry a set of 7s. We have set over set as we go into the river card.
I can piss away a chip lead.
All right, Sean, let's see that river card. It is the Jack of Spades.
Whoa. We watched Justo do this late last night where he rivered a set of 5s to propel him to a massive chip lead here.
It's a center for I let him in for free, too.
And he also then later on hit a set of 4s against you,
that's right,
Kerry.
you're right.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
2 monster hands there.
And I also spent half the last night's short stack. And here
And we'll update you on chip counts here in just a minute, folks.
And then there, Kerry getting a very unlucky turn card, making a set of 7s up against a set of 8s.
Last hand, on the other hand.
I almost laid that down. I figured him on 8.
Justo has now doubled through. And once again, those chips are moving here at the final table of the Ante Up World Championship. With that swing in the chips, Justo now becomes clearly our chip leader,
Set over set. I didn't like it quite as much as
taking him well over 2 million now.
Gotta grab him. Sorry, my bad. When you're done with this, we could go try out for the Dodgers. So far, you're doing pretty good on 2, 3, and a 4.
17 minutes remain in the level.
I would have been in trouble if I called. That's King Queen.
And we have 17 minutes now remaining here. Level number 26.
All in.
Now Kerry has gone all in.
Pretty light.
Kerry in the small blind declares himself all in. Turbo in the big blind with 40,000 up. Takes a look across.
checking my pulse. You know there's none.
Stay alive.
Turbo checks his pulse and folds. Move not often used.
If I didn't do any posts, I'm calling.
All right, we are back to the action now. Cy will be first. He will fold. Now it's up to Husto. He's taking a look across. And he'll make it 210,000. Fold it around to the big blind. No callers. Husto picks up the pot. The temperature is perfect here on the high stakes patio
It is.
as we play high stakes poker at the high stakes patio here at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. The final table of the Ante Up World Championship. Just 5 remain now. Did start play around 6:30 with our final 6. The chips were moving there the first hour or so of play. All of the all-ins did double through. Just one elimination so far here at the final table. And Husto makes it 85,000. And that raise will win him the pot.
All in. All in.
And Jordan Beers declares himself all in, as does Kerry and Cy Williams. We have 3 players all in.
3-way all in?
3-way all in. Cy showing pocket queens. Jordan showing ace jack. And Kerry showing ace 7. All right, Sean, let's see that flop. 3 all ins. Cy does have both players called. Starts the hand with the best hand with pocket queens. Flop is out. Cy flops a pair of 7s. 6 and a 3 there on the flop. Cy still in the lead with pocket queens. Sean, let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 6 of clubs. For Cy, he now sits with 7s and 6s. For Jordan, he's actually drawing dead for Jordan. Jordan is going to be eliminated here once the river card hits. And Cy still in the lead. Go ahead. River card is the 5 of diamonds. And Cy Williams, once the short stack, not too long ago, now eliminates 2 players here at the final table.
Did I get 4th?
Counting it down right now. 3-way all in here as we end. Correct. Well, right.
Cy started the day with just 261,000 in chips. Kerry was 5th in chips with 800,000. Cy only had a quarter of the chips of 5th place, and now here he is with a double knockout.
Oh, so Jordan has more.
More chips here.
Yes.
Well, that sure
Okay,
changed
and,
this table quick.
The chip count. So Kerry Marshall will be our 5th place finisher. Jordan Beers, our 4th place finisher. Just count the chips down.
I had 7. He didn't have anything. He had air. I had a hand.
So Cy with the major knockout there. That's going to be 5th place for Kerry Marshall. Kerry is going to earn $19,774 for his 5th place finish. And in 4th place, Jordan Beers, he will collect $26,344 for the double knockout for Cy. We're going to get chip counts here for you in just a second so we can see where we're at. And we are now playing three-handed, 11 minutes to go in the level.
So it took us almost 2 hours to lose our first player. And here at the end of level number 26, 2 players eliminated by Cy Williams. You're now looking at the final 3
I was small blind. That was my 20,000 out there.
with just over 10 minutes remaining before the first break here at the final table.
Big blind here. Alright, so small blind.
Tournament started with quite a bit of action. Then it went down to a lull there for a bit. But very exciting three-way all-in.
Sometimes your hand improves. Yeah, it's kind of good, but not so good for somebody. Yeah.
Blinds again. And 24. 24. 90. Raise. 90.
And Cy on the button makes it 90,000 now. Husto will fold. And Turbo will fold.
Do you want some of the orange, or you okay still?
9 minutes to go here.
Okay, okay.
Your well-deserved first break is on its way.
Raise.
All right, Husto makes it 110,000 now on the button. Cy will call the 110. All right, flop is out. 5, 3, 10. Turn card, the Queen of Hearts. Or make that the Ace of Hearts. And Husto bets 210,000. Back to Cy now. And Cy calls the 210,000. River card is the 8 of Hearts. Both players check. Cy shows a set of 3s. Husto pocket 4s. Cy flopped that set. Tried to set a trap there on the river. Husto was not biting. He checks it down, and Cy wins the pot.
So Husto's able to win with sets and dodge sets. Meanwhile, Cy's catching everything there is that's blowing around here with the nice breeze here out at High Stakes Steakhouse. Three-handed play here. Turbo wins. Cy Williams and Husto Avalos as you look from left to right across the live stream. We have 7 minutes left to go here in the level. Blinds of 20,000, 40,000 with a 5,000 ante. When the blinds go up, it will be 25.50 with a 5,000 ante. We've got a break coming here in a few minutes. We're going to be joined by Heather Reese and Christy Camizo, 2 of the players who won their way here from Florida to the Ante Up World Championships at Thunder Valley.
So in the small blind, Cy makes a raise. Husto does not call. Cy picks up the pot.
And a shout out and congratulations to Dewey Ho, 6th place today, Kerry Marshall in 5th, Jordan Beers in 4th.
All right, Cy now on the button.
Raise 90.
announces a raise to 90,000. And Cy wins the pot. He did have some fireworks here at the end of level number 26 with that three-way all-in. Cy Williams eliminating 2 players. These chips have moved around quite a bit here at the final table. Not much more than an hour ago. Cy, one of the short stacks here at the final table. Now in an excellent position here with 3 players remaining. And those 3 players remaining, Cy Williams, Justo Avalos, our 2014 champion, and Turbo Win, coming up from Los Angeles here to play in the Ante Up World Championship. Cy makes a re-raise and wins the pot.
5.5 minutes to go in the level.
And after this 5.5 minutes of play, these gentlemen will have their well-deserved first break here at the final table. We have seen some big swings in the chips here. The first couple of levels here of play at the final table.
Raise.
Turbo makes a raise. Makes it 90,000. Blinds right now are 20,000, 40,000. Cy will fold. Justo is going to call the 90,000. And here we go to the flop. 6 of spades, 10 of clubs, 7 of spades. Justo will be first. Both players check. Turn card. Queen of spades. Both players check. And the river. 8 of spades. And quickly both players check. Justo shows a pair of 8s. That is good for the pot.
Getting closer.
So we are at the final 3 minutes now of the level. And Cy there on the button will be first to act. He has announced a raise to 90,000. Justo will fold. Turbo makes the call of 90,000. Here we go to the flop. Jack of diamonds, 3 of spades, and the 6 of clubs. Turbo checks and Cy bets 100,000. Turbo makes a raise, 250,000 now. And Cy will fold. Turbo picks up the pot.
"90 seconds remain in the level."
Remember what I said, Ben? Yes. Remember what I said? I know my players.
Oh, you say I had a shot?
No. About the.
Oh, I thought you said I had a shot at it. Damn.
All right, Justo makes it 110,000. Turbo will fold. Now it's up to Cy with 40,000 up in the big blind. He will call the 110,000. And that flop, queen of spades, 10 of spades, king of clubs, both players check. Turn card is the 3 of diamonds. Side bets 100,000. And Justo calls 100,000. River card is the 6 of clubs. Side bets out 150,000. Justo will fold. Guys, this will be the final hand of the level. One more hand. 10 seconds now on the clock. And less than 10 seconds remaining here in the level. This will be the final hand of level. These players will be on a 15-minute break. Those of you watching online and here in our audience, Dan will be having interviews with 2 of the Ante Up Tour champions that won their way here to this championship event. Christy and Heather both making the trip from Florida. Turbo making it 90,000. Back to Justo in the big blind. Justo will call that 90,000. Flop is out. 8 of hearts, king of spades, 7 of diamonds. Justo checks and Turbo bets out. 90,000, and that will win him the final hand at level number 26. All right, players, you're now on a 15-minute break. Those of you watching the live stream at home, we are now on a break here in the event. We are 3-handed now at the Ante Up World Championship here at High Stakes Patio, Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Shortly, Dan will be on there with those Ante Up Tour champions. And this time I'm going to hand the mic over to Dan Ross as he stands with Heather and Chrissy.
And we're here on the first break of the 2015 Ante Up World Championships. And we're here with 2 of the people who came all the way from Florida, qualifying their way into the Ante Up event by winning events at their casinos. Christy Camizo on my immediate right, and Heather Reese. And ladies, where did you win your events at? Christy?
I won mine at the Daytona Beach Kennel Club and Poker Room in Daytona Beach, obviously.
You know, I had a chance to play at Daytona Beach Kennel Club early April. I've actually been on the road for 4 months now. Came here, but I got a chance to play at Daytona Beach. I had a great deal of fun there. You know, is that nearby where you normally play?
It is exactly 7 minutes away from where I live, so
Okay.
I'm there all the time. They're great people, great dealers, just a great group of people to play with.
Okay. When did you win your event?
I won my event December 7th of last year.
Have you enjoyed your time out here?
I love it. Thunder Valley is awesome, so awesome. I'm so thankful. It's been a great experience.
Well, I was saying I've been on the road for 4 months, but I feel like I'm home here. I'm here for more than 2 months this year doing all of the live streams, all of the events here. So I claim that I haven't been home in 4 months, but with the hospitality and everything here, it kind of feels like this is home. Heather, where did you win your event?
At Pensacola Greyhound Track and Poker Room.
Okay. And when was that?
That was in November.
Okay. So about how many players did you face in your tournament? Do you remember?
I think it was around 250.
So a similar size field here. And Christy, what about you?
I believe ours was about 367, if I have to be exact.
Okay, so pretty good size fields there to work your way through. And now, did you get a chance, either of you, to play any events other than the main while you were here?
I did. I placed fifth in the PLO tournament one of the first nights that I got here, so that was fun.
Congratulations. Christy, what about yourself?
I did. I played in the $100 bounty tournament, and I placed 8th. So it was a pretty good tournament.
Okay, we're going to put some pressure on you. How many bounties did you get?
I took 5.
Okay. So you not only cashed, but you won your you won your entry back just in the bounties.
I did.
Okay. Well done there. Now, I know you've been here watching everything. What have you thought of the play so far?
It's first class. It's a beautiful resort. The poker room staff and management are just superior to many places I've played. It's been a great trip.
And now that there's only 3 players, okay, it'll be a little easier. We're going to put you both on the spot. We're going to let you call your shot here and see who you think's going to take this down.
I think the reigning champion's going to have to take it down.
You know, I said from the very beginning when we got here tonight that if Turbo got chips, that he would win. I played with him all day on day 2, and I felt like he was a very strong player.
Well, it's been kind of interesting here because 6-handed play started, and Cy had 260,000 in chips. Yeah, I made a mistake earlier. Turbo only had 475,000. Husto started with 2.6 million in chips. So now we have the players who were the 2 short stacks and the defending champ who started as the chip leader. They're now going on, and as I'm looking at the counts here, they're fairly close in chips with the 3 here, aren't they, Sean? Yeah, so we're just getting the counts here. So 3-handed play, we're going to come back to blinds of 25,000, 50,000. There's almost 7 million in play, and we've got 3 players pretty close in chips. This could go quite a while. Now, last year when we did the main event, it was poolside here, and we jokingly said that what we were going to do with the winners' chips, we were going to put them in a watertight bag, throw them in the deep end, and make the winner go get them. I think we should do that tonight. Get them to open up and send them out there.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now, do either of you have plans, say, for the rest of the year, any other tournaments that you're focusing on that you want to be able to play?
Nothing exact, but I'm just going to jump into as much as I can.
Okay. Now, at Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, there's a $5 million guarantee coming up. There's a $1 million guarantee the day after that, a $500K afterwards. And the tournament director who flew in for this, Matt Savage, is going to be out there for those events. So if you get a chance while you're in Florida to play there. Heather, do you have any plans right now?
Well, I have to be in Daytona next weekend for a USTA tennis tournament, and so they were telling me about the event in Daytona, so I'm probably going to try to squeeze both in, and then I'll go to the Beau Rivage in September for their fall break classic, and then kind of just go to the next one from there.
All right. Hey, Cy, you want to come in and join us for a sec? Okay. Cy Williams there, who may be the new chip leader here, paused for a second, then said no, he's going to wait for his winners interview here.
I lied. This coming weekend, what Heather's referring to is the PPC Tour. So that we are planning on playing in that.
Oh, no, that'll be fun. We'd love the people out at the PPC. One of our good friends, the poker hoe, Mark Kroon, is going to be out there playing. So when you see him, okay, give him a little bit of bad time. Tell him Dan from Hold'em Radio said that he hopes one of you 2 knock him out, okay? And, just walk by, knock his chips over or something. Give him a little bit of a bad time.
Will do.
And now we're going to be in October over at Pearl River in Choctaw, Mississippi, a new stop for the Ante Up Tour. So if either of you get a chance, we'll hope to see you out there.
I've been there before, and I heard about that this weekend, and it's 5 hours from us. My husband's family is actually from Philadelphia, Mississippi, where Pearl Valley is, so we may just have to go there too.
Well, in that case, we're looking forward to it. We're going to be bringing you the main event there for that, so hopefully we get a chance to see you there. Ladies, thank you very much for joining us on here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks. Sean, what do we got for the chip counts there? I know it was pretty close there as we were looking across on the counts here. So what we're showing here is we've got Cy at 2.8 million in chips, well 2.795. Husto's at 2.405, and Turbo at 1.65 in chips. Now they're going to be coming back to blinds of just 25,000, 50,000. So we've got a long night of play here. But then again, as you saw, Sean, you were throwing that all-in chip out faster than you were raking in the antes. So although they've got a lot of chips, I think the chips are going to keep flying here. So thanks very much, everyone, for following along. Cards are going to be back in the air here in a few minutes. Dan Ross from Hold'em Radio, joining Sean Hegstrom, Ben Irwin, and we'll bring you more from the live stream here in just a few moments.
There's actually a clock up. All right, players, please come back here to the final table. About to get those cards back in the air. All right, players. And for those of you watching at home and here at the patio at High Stakes Steakhouse, we are cards back in the air, playing three-handed here at the final table of the Ante Up World Championship.
And we are 25-55, correct?
And we are now playing with a 5,000 ante, 25, 50,000 are those blinds. So we have Justo calling the 50,000, Turbo making a raise to 135,000, and now Justo coming back over the top, making it 350,000.
Call.
Turbo has now declared himself all in, and Justo quickly makes the call with pocket aces.
All in and a call the first hand.
All in and a call in the first hand. Turbo showing the jack of clubs and the 10 of diamonds. Up against Justo, who has pocket aces. All right, Sean, let's see the flop.
Just for a sweat. I just want to sweat. Something for a sweat.
And that flop is 5 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, and a king of clubs. For Turbo, he does have 2 running clubs.
Exactly. This is gross. It's got to be a sweat.
Can catch a card on the turn to possibly give him a straight draw.
Keep it red.
All right, Sean, let's see the turn card.
Keep it red.
Come on, have it fun. Let's have fun.
And the turn card has made things a little more interesting. A jack here on the turn gives Turbo 1 pair of jacks.
One time right now.
A jack or a 10 on the river. Turbo will double up. Justo with pocket aces, 1 pair of aces in the lead. Sean, let's see the river card.
Boom.
River card is the 5 of diamonds. The first hand here at level number 27. Turbo win from Los Angeles. Making the trip up here is our 3rd place finisher. Justo Avalos, last year's champion, has made an elimination here at the final table. We are now heads up. Come back from break. First hand.
And we're back over here with the 3rd place finisher with the Turbo win. Turbo, that was a heck of a run today, but Matt, 1 hand coming back from break?
What's the odds?
Turbo. I can't play slow, I guess. Thank you for everything. You guys ran a real good tournament. Appreciate it.
Well, we liked what you had to say when we talked to you last night. You said Turbo runs good in life and in poker, right?
True. 1000%.
You've had a lot of people following along on the Twitter feed and also on in our chat room here. A whole bunch of people were cheering for you today. You want to give a shout out to everybody?
Thank you for everybody supporting me online, virtual, and everywhere else. Appreciate it.
Turbo, well played today. And with that third place finish, Turbo Win is going to collect $35,594. Right now we are heads up with the short stack to start the day. Cy Williams on the left of the screen, the right of the screen, the defending champion, the 2014 Ante Up World Champ, Justo Avalos, who started the day as your chip leader. Now, Justo called his shot back on Wednesday morning. We were talking to him and asked him if he was going to play the heads up on Thursday. And he said, you know what? I'm taking Thursday off. I'm taking Friday off so I can rest up, so I can come here Saturday and go back to back. So Justo called his shot back on Wednesday. And right now, he and Cy are pretty close to even in chips here. Justo's going to start with a little bit of a chip lead there as they play heads up. The runner-up is going to collect $55,335. The champ tonight is going to get $78,860. Justo with the pre-flop bet here. Cy's going to lay that down. Justo's going to take this pot. Hey, Cy, we got a question for you. Are you on Twitter?
No.
Okay.
Did I get it right?
Sometimes it's just easier to ask flat out than to guess. That was from the disembodied voice behind the banner, by the way. Blinds are 25,000, 50,000 here with a 5,000 ante. Cy's going to be first to act. Cy makes it 100K. And Justo's going to make the call. We'll see the flop. The flop there is King of Hearts, 5 of clubs, 4 of clubs, and we're going to turn it back over to Ben.
And Cy bets 115,000 here on the flop. We are playing heads up for the title.
Hey, if you're in a hand and your cards flip up because of the wind, what's the status of your hand? I know what's the status of the hand though. Live hand. It's just exposed hand.
It is, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I got full confidence. You guys have braved the elements.
So I'm not going to get a penalty.
And they have been braving the elements out here at the final table. It's got a great breeze, which is wonderful for those of us watching the action, but makes those cards on the table a little more delicate. Sean Hedstrom, our dealer here at the final table, tournament director here at Thunder Valley, doing a wonderful job as we play heads up for the title. And the cards have run out. Both players show. Cy wins the hand with Queen High. As Dan said earlier, Cy starting as the short stack. And he battled early. And now sits here. 2 players remaining with our last year's champion, Justo Avalos, playing for the title of Ante Up Magazine.
You know I'm the dropper.
2015 champion.
Brace.
And Cy makes it 100,000. Justo will call. Here we go to the flop. Queen of Hearts, 4 of Spades, and the Ace of Clubs. Justo will check. Cy bets 110,000. And Cy will pick up the pot.
My brother Chad.
So Dan, I'm pretty sure in the first 2 hours of play we had one elimination. Now in the last little over an hour, we now sit here heads up as we look to crown a champion here in the event.
We lost 4 players in 25 minutes as they were taking their time trying to figure their way around, and it was Kerry Marshall who was taking advantage of that and into that cooler with set over set and sending him out in 5th place.
Right now back to the action. Flop is 8-7-8. King of Hearts on the turn. Husto rattles some chips and wins the pot. This is the once in the year we do play outside. Poker under the lights and under the stars here at Thunder Valley. The Ante Up World Championship. Last year, that final table out at our pool. We now move to the high stakes patio. The venue has changed, but the person playing for the championship has not. Husto Avalos now playing heads up to try to repeat as champion of this event. Cy Williams, his opponent. Flop is out, deuce of diamonds, 5 of hearts, and the 9 of diamonds. Each player calling, putting 350,000 in the pot pre-flop. Husto now bets out 300,000. Cy makes the call, ace of diamonds on the turn. Husto will be first. Husto bets 300,000. And Cy will fold.
Hey, Cy, via our Twitter feed, people wanted to give a little bit of a shout out for you. You say you're a golf coach. Where are you a coach?
UC Davis.
Cy is you're the head coach at UC?
For today, I am.
Okay.
What do with me tomorrow?
So there's a good shout out. The head golf coach at UC Davis. And we've also got a shout out from the rail there from Al Alm from the Western Senior Poker Circuit saying that Husto, probably one of the best drywall contractors in the area, just finished doing Al's house. So you need contractor work, you've got Husto to call on.
That's me.
Fun fact I was not aware of. Hey, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Tell all my friends out there watching, thank you. I appreciate it.
There we go. Cy giving a shout out to everybody following along here at pokerroom.thundervalleyresort.com, following along on the live stream with Ben Irwin on the mic, and that's Sean Hegstrom in the box.
Don't give me that look like you have a big one. Come on.
So now that we're playing heads up, Dan, I think this is a great time for a Twitter contest. We're at high stakes. Seems like a great opportunity to give away dinner for two. How about a $200 gift certificate to high stakes at the Twitter? Let's do at TV Poker Room, hashtag I want dinner at high stakes. We'll do that drawing tomorrow. Once again, via Twitter. If you're on Twitter, if you're watching here in the audience, or you're watching that live stream at home, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to put this prize out just for you guys. $200 high stakes gift certificate at TV Poker Room, hashtag I want dinner at high stakes. Or you can even use their Twitter handle, HS Steakhouse.
There you go, folks. There's the call. Send to the Twitter feed, send it to TV Poker Room, and say, I want dinner at high stakes.
So now back to the action here. We have a $100,000 wager on the flop. Both players call. That turn card was the ace of hearts. Now we have the king of hearts on the river. Cy is betting out. Looks like 200,000. Husto's going to make a raise. 600,000 on the Riverside. Bets out 200,000. Husto comes over the top, making it 600,000 now. And Cy will fold. Husto picks up the pot.
And that Twitter feed has just exploded all of a sudden. I can't even keep up with the amount of names that are sending in saying, I want dinner at high stakes. Here's Joseph Arndt, who ran deep in day 2. Rude saying it. Greg Wilkinson's in. Zardog wants some. Joseph Earl. Ed. Chris Hinchcliffe. Al's taking a shot.
And Cy on the button makes it 100,000. Husto will call. Right now we are playing 25,000, 50,000 are the blinds. Annie is 5,000. That flop is out. Queen of clubs, 3 of clubs, and the Jack of hearts. And that bet by Cy will win him the pot.
Let's add Derek Cole and Kathy Stahl to that list. We've got about 15 people have already jumped in saying they want a chance for a $200 gift certificate here to High Stakes Steakhouse.
Great to see Kathy Stahl over the weekend. She's one of our 425 champs from not too long ago.
Kathy collected $62,000 here a few months back by taking down the 425 deep stack.
All right, flop is out. 4 of hearts, king of hearts, and the queen of diamonds. Cy checks. Husto bets 50,000. Cy will raise. Looks like 150,000. That raise will win him the pot.
So did you say I get to go along with whoever wins the $200 gift certificate?
It is dinner for 2, Dan.
There we go.
If you can work yourself into the invite.
And I'm watching the people over here having dinner right now, getting one of the best things that comes with it, which is the toffee that they send out with the end of the meal. That just adds to the experience.
And Cy makes it 100,000. Takes the call. Here we go to the flop. 4 of clubs, deuce of hearts, and the king of spades. Both players check. Turn card is the queen of diamonds. Cy's going to bet 75,000. Husto calls the 75. River card is the 8 of hearts. $200,000 now is the bet. Sai thinks about it and decides to make the call of 200,000. Husto shows 9-6 of hearts. Sai shows ace high. Ace high good to win the pot. So the hand explains why Sai was taking his time looking at that one. Wondering if ace high was good. He's in fact correct. Makes the call and wins the pot.
Raise.
And Husto makes it 100,000. Sai makes the call. Flop is out. King of hearts, jack of clubs, and the queen of clubs. Both players check. Turn card is the 9 of clubs. Husto makes a wager of 75,000 now. And he'll pick up the pot. Tell you what, Dan, the weather stays like this for the remaining future here of the summer. This would be a great place to have that dinner for two out here on the high stakes patio. Great spot for happy hour.
I've come out here a couple of times with friends to sit out on the patio at night. Like, we're trying to convince them to keep it open year round.
Yes.
Year round out here on the patio.
Might be one of the few out here in January, but I like your style nonetheless.
Re-raise.
All right, back to the action. That re-raise there by Husto will win him the pot.
Yeah, that happened.
I don't know. I'll take January on the steakhouse patio. With as much as we travel, as we said, this is one of our favorite stops. We're here almost 2 full months throughout the year for the different events. In fact, we've got 2 more events coming up here in 2015, the last 2 weeks of September. The Heartland Poker Tour is here, and around Thanksgiving, Ante Up comes back for the NorCal Classic.
And Sai is going to take his option there. He's going to raise, making it, looks like 125.
Yes.
Husto makes the call. Here we go to the flop. 4 of diamonds, 7 of spades, and the ace of diamonds. Sai will be first. He bets out, looks to be 125. And Sai wins the pot.
Okay, Ben, this idea of giving away a $200 gift certificate to High Stakes Steakhouse by sending in, I want dinner at High Stakes, to the Twitter feed TV Poker Room has become so popular that there are couples now saying, hey, let's plan a double date if one of us wins.
Well, it's definitely a great night out. We're happy to be here on the high stakes patio as we play the final table of the Ante Up World Championship.
We'll give that shout out here. 2 couples there. Ed and Robin are saying that if they win, they'll double date with Rude and Drea. So there are couples now that are starting to swap $50 shares of this $200 gift certificate.
And Husto on the button. He will be first. He's going to make it 100. Going to call the wager. We're taking 2 players to the flop. It is the deuce of hearts, the jack of clubs, and the 4 of hearts. Side checks. Husto bets 50,000. Sai makes the call. Turn card is the 4 of diamonds. Both players check. River card, 7 of clubs. Sai will check. Husto will check. King high. King high wins the pot.
Okay, King High took down the pot, and then via Twitter, Sai, we got a question here. Want to know, if you win, will you buy dinner for Raymond?
all he'll get.
Okay, Raymond, you get more than dinner there. So, Sai, you got followers on Twitter who are sending in comments here. Justo, you do as well.
Raise. I want to show him how to do it.
40 minutes to go in the level.
All right, turn card is the ace of clubs. That flop came out 10 of spades, 5 of spades, jack of spades. Side now best looks to be 200,000. Justo makes the call of 200,000. River card is out. It is the king of diamonds. Justo checks.
Call.
Side bets 500,000. Justo makes the call. Both players have the queen for that straight.
We'll chop that one up. And for the people following along on the live stream, the chips here. The orange chips are a 5,000 denomination, 25,000 for the greens, the pinks 100,000. There's 6.84 million total in play. And we're sitting right now with about 33 minutes left to go here in level 27. The blinds 25,000, 50,000, a 5,000 ante. Next level up 30,000, 60,000 for the blinds, 10,000 for the ante.
Is that right?
And Justo makes it 225,000.
Yeah, it's fine. Re-raise.
And we're going to get a re-raise. Looks to be right around 600,000.
Yeah.
And it is 625. So Justo made it 225. Size come over the top, making it 625,000 now. Justo makes the call, calls the additional 400,000. Here we go to the flop. Jack of diamonds, 8 of diamonds, 4 of hearts. Sai makes a wager.
All in.
Justo has declared himself all in.
Yeah.
Sai declares call. Looking at the two hands, Sai sitting with ace of hearts, jack of spades. Justo with queen and jack, queen of spades, jack of clubs, Both players flopping. Top pair right now with Cy. That kicker is
Queen.
holding up.
Queen
The
one
ace
time.
puts him in the lead. Sean,
queen.
let's see the turn card.
Queen.
Turn card is a 7. As we look to the river for Justo, he is looking for a
Hit a
queen.
queen.
Right now, Ace Jack in the lead versus Queen Jack as we go to see the river. River card is the 3 of spades. Cy Williams has doubled through.
That's a big double there for Cy. Cy had about 1.3 behind when we had the all-in and the call there. So we'll get full chip counts here for you in a second. We had 6.84 million in play as we were going here. Sean's counting it down. So Justo had Cy well covered there. We're going to color up some of the 5K chips. That's what Ben has going if you're following along on the live stream. Every 5 of those orange 5Ks is 1 green 25K. So balancing out the play here a little bit. Cy taking that down for a major double up here.
We're now on the flop here with the Jack of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds, Deuce of Spades. Justo has checked. Cy has made a wager of about 100,000. He wins the pot. We are getting that updated chip count right now. Cy needing to double up or make a move on those chips, and he has done that. Justo was drawing to that queen, though. His opportunity to be back-to-back champion of this event. But Ace Jack did hold up, and now Cy is in the chip lead. Still anyone's match. Justo makes it 100,000 now. Cy makes the call. Flop is out. 4 of clubs, deuce of spades, and the 7 of diamonds. Cy will check. Justo bets 75,000. We have a bet of 150, call of 150. Turn card is the 5 of diamonds. So on the chip count there, it looked like we had at the start of the hand, Cy had about 3.8 million, leaving Justo just about 3 million. That was at the start of the hand in play. We have a bet of 225 and a call. River card is out. It is the Jack of Diamonds. Cy reaches back, fires out. Just about 425,000 and wins the pot with that bet. Increasing his chip lead now.
Hey Ben, we've got a question on Twitter for you. Can you win back-to-back Twitter contests? Poker Patty wants to win the steakhouse dinner.
You sure can. It was great to meet Patty from the Bay Area, making it out for the championship event. She enjoyed a hotel night during her stay during the World Championship, but you bet you can. All right, on the flop here, Cy makes that wager of 100,000 and wins the pot.
And I now get to cheer for Christy to win because she says I get to join in. We're showing 26 and a half minutes to go in this level.
Should I look
quick, Sean?
Never.
And for the people following along on the live feed, the runner-up tonight, $55,335. Your 2015 Ante-Up World Champion will earn $78,860.
All right, here we go to the flop. That flop is out. 9 of clubs, Queen of Hearts, and the Deuce of clubs. Bet on the flop here, 100,000. Both players call. 3 of Hearts on the turn now. Justo checks. Side fires out 200,000. Justo makes the call. River card is the 6 of diamonds now. And that bet looks like 400,000. Justo folds and Sai picks up the flop, or picked up the pot. You are watching heads-up action here. It's the high-stakes patio here at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Playing heads-up for the Ante-Up Tour Championship. Justo makes that call, 50,000.
4.7 million for Sai. That's 2.2 million, roughly, for Justo.
And that's Dan there with Hold'em Radio with updated chip counts. Total wager there, 175,000. Both players call. Flop is out. 9 of clubs, Deuce of diamonds, and the King of diamonds. Sai will check. Justo will check. Turn card, 5 of clubs. That bet of 150,000 wins Sai the pot.
We'll give shout-outs here to Rick Barraza, Sean Drake, Andy Ante. More people chiming in via Twitter with the hashtag #IWantDinner@HighStakes to win a $200 gift certificate here to High Stakes Steakhouse. The winner will be drawn tomorrow and announced on Twitter. Send that to the Twitter feed, TV Poker Room.
So we have Sai making it 100 to go. Justo re-raising, making it 250,000. Sai makes the call of 250. Here we go to the flop. 6 of hearts, 4 of spades, and the 5 of clubs. Sai bets out 275,000. Justo will make the call. Turn card is the 6 of clubs. Justo checks. Sai bets 400,000 now. Justo makes the call. River card, deuce of spades. Justo will check again.
All in.
And Sai has announced himself all in.
And a verbal call.
And Justo makes the call. Hands are over for Justo. Husto showing ace 4, one pair of 4s. And Cy Williams, our new champion, showing ace 6, 3 6s with an ace, wins the hand. Congratulations to Cy Williams from Davis, our 2015 champion. Justo Avalos, another great run here in the Ante Up Championship, our runner-up here in 2015.
Congratulations to both gentlemen there. The defending champ now has a first and a second. And the golf coach is going to add one to the title there. Congratulations, Coach. Justo's being joined here by the family over on the rail. Cy's got a number of people here, and we're going to turn it over to Ben on the mic with your new champion.
So I'm here with Cy Williams, our 2015 champion. Started at the final table, the lowest stack at the table. You now sit here the champion. Couple eliminations, played a great match against Justo. What was it like playing here at the final table?
So fun. I love this stuff. I love it. I had a great time. I knew I was really short, but I had a good plan, and I stuck to my plan. And I mean, obviously, nobody does anything without getting hands, and I got a bunch of hands. And you know what? This guy is really good when we played heads up, but he's just, it was my day. I was getting all kinds of hands, and I'd like to say one thing. Beating, can I use a little bit of proof? Okay, I got it. I just want to say beating Greg's butt heads up for the last 2 weeks actually really helped me do this. So Greg, thank you. I want to thank Derek, Aaron, my brother, my wife, Raymond, and Greg, my coaching buddy, and Tim, and everybody. I'm sure I'm forgetting people, but I really appreciate all the support from everybody. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you believing in me, and I'm glad we got it done.
Man, it's great to have you here. And the one thing you did mention early on, you were very aggressive.
And Eric, hey, I got it. Just Eric Danson got me started in poker. I'd still be playing blackjack. He dragged my butt to the Palms 2-4 limit game, and I lost $100. And I went home and said, I'm getting my $100 back. So I started reading books and watching TV, and I can't play blackjack anymore. This is too fun. So Eric, thank you.
And Eric definitely, I guess, deserves a very big congratulations. So one thing I was saying early on in play, you were not hesitant to put that stack out there. Didn't make very many calls when you had that short stack. It was all in or nothing. And you finally were able to make a couple hands. So that was the philosophy coming in. Make an early move, either double up or...
My philosophy was not to panic. I've done a lot of reading. I've talked with my friends, and I've played a lot of poker late in the game, and I played with great players, and I watch them. And I've seen like these amazing players not panic when they get around 10 big blinds. So that was my goal, not to panic, just see what was going on the table, wait for a spot or a hand, and I got lucky. I got lucky, man. I got some hands. I knocked out 2 guys. You know what I mean? Come on.
Well, I don't know if getting queens all in with 2 other players and being in the lead is considered lucky. I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
At maximizing your value. You did a great job here at the final table, and you're now our 2015 champion. Cy, congratulations.
Ben, thanks for everything. Thank you very much.
And now we're going to bring in Justo Avalos, an average finish here in the championship of 1.5. Our winner last year now finishes second, runner-up in the event. Justo came to the final table, just like you do, working your way through the field. You're playing heads up for the championship. What was it like here to be back at the final table and a chance to repeat as the champion?
Like this?
First of all, I want to say thanks, thanks everybody for the support. I got a lot of friends tweeting and saying, hey, you got this. Thanks. I want to say thanks especially to my wife. She supported me with everything. Last time I didn't have a chance. I forgot to say thanks to my wife. This time I want to say thank you for all the support. And thanks Big Guy for all the updates and everything. But I was so close. I had a pretty good run. I got rough to start on the final table today. I got this car dead, but man, it's poker, right? I did my best.
And
Make a bad call, and that's all.
And you did, in the beginning there, we had Kerry making some moves and chipping up. But like you always do, you hung in there. And next thing you know, you're still playing heads up for the title. Still another amazing run in the Ante Up event. You have been an absolutely awesome ambassador for Thunder Valley this last year as the 2014 champion. Congratulations on a great finish and another great cash here at Thunder Valley. And we wish you the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody. You guys been amazing. The best. I mean, to me, it's my home
Well, congratulations to all the winners here and everyone that came out and supported the Ante Up Series. So that makes 2015 a wrap. We're out here at the High Stakes Patio. Thank you for tuning in at home and here in our audience, and we'll see you next time.
Taking all the cameras down now.
These guys was on it, catching everything.